Milestone review number 4, transformations and sequences. Number 1, what is the rule that can be used to show a translation of triangle ZJL? 2 units right and 1 unit down. To write the rule, the first thing we're going to do is write the letters with the X and the Y, and then we draw the arrow to show where we're headed. So we're going to, instead of ZJL, it's going to be Z prime, J prime, L prime, and to show the 2 units right, that would be plus 2, so X plus 2, and minus 1 for 1 unit down, and that's the Y. So Y minus 1. And that would be your full answer. Number 2. What is Z prime if ZJL is translated 2 units right and 1 unit down? Since we're only looking at Z, I'm going to put my mark there, and we're going to go 2 units to the right, 1, 2, and 1 unit down, and that's where Z prime would be. So Z prime, the new ordered pair, negative 2, negative 1. Question number 3. Which image shows a reflection of a figure across the x-axis? Reflection is what you see in the mirror, and x-axis, let's mark the x-axis for each one. Here is the x. Here is the x for this one. Here is the x for B, C, and D. So let's look at A. A does actually look like it's reflecting over the X. So I'm going to put a little check above that one to make sure I go back to it if I can't find another one that looks right. B, both of them are on this side, so it's clearly not reflecting, otherwise it would have one over there. So B would not be a choice. For C, we have both figures up here. They would need to have one on the other side for it to work. So C is not a choice. And D, they have one up here and one down there, but they're not reflecting because they're not right across from each other. So D would not work either. So our answer choice would be A. Number 4, what is a rule that can show a reflection of a figure over the x-axis? So again, we're writing the rule. We don't have the name of the shape, so we're just going to start with x, comma, y with an arrow. And if you remember the song, x-axis, x stays the same, reflect, so that means the y is going to change. That would be your rule. Number 5, what is the correct degree and direction of the rotation shown below? For rotation, if you remember, we have 90 degrees, 180, 270, 360 as our choices. And 360. Well, 360 are not any of our choices. So this is the original figure. I know it's hard to see on your paper. And we are going to go clockwise or counterclockwise because we have those different choices. So let's check 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise since that's choice A. If I'm going counterclockwise, that means I'm going this direction. So if I'm here and I'm going that direction, I'm going to go just one section over, and that looks pretty good. It looks like it's giving me the right answer choice. For B, I'm going clockwise, which is the way that the clock goes, that direction, 180 degrees, which means I'm going two sections. So if I'm here, I'm going to go 1, 2. Well, that's not giving me the right answer choice. Part C, or choice C, 270 degrees counterclockwise, which is this way. And it's going to be 3 sections. If I'm here, I'm going to go counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't give me the right place. Now we have choice D, 180 counterclockwise, which is this direction again. 180 degrees will be two spaces going in that direction. So if I'm here, I'm going to go 2 spaces. 1, 2. Still not giving me the right answer choice. A would be the answer. Question 6. Which sequence of transformations is shown in the figure below? Well, we can obviously tell which word we do not want to see in our answer choices, because we have the beginning figure right here, and the ending figure is actually larger, which means we are going to have a dilation. So I think I said we didn't want a word, but we do want the word dilation to be in there somewhere, because our shape is changing size, it's getting larger. So A, rotation, reflection, there's no dilation there, so that's a no. B, a dilation and a reflection, so that's a possibility. Part C, a dilation and a translation, so that's a possibility. D, a dilation and a rotation, so that's a possibility. So let's go back to answer choice B. Dilation by a scale factor of 2. So if it's a scale factor of 2, it's going to get larger. So that one we can give index to. Part C, a scale factor of 1/2, which means it's going to get smaller. So that would not be an answer choice. Part D, dilation of a scale factor of 1.5. That would mean it would get larger. So we're still down to just 2 answer choices. Now let's look at the second part. We have part B, says reflection over the Y. The Y is right here, and it does not look like it's reflecting over that. So we can eliminate B. Answer choice D is a rotation of 180 degrees counterclockwise. Counterclockwise, remember, goes this way. And 180 degrees would be 2 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, gives us the right answer. So D would be correct. Number 7, which sequence of transformations will result in a congruent pre-image and image? Congruent is the key word there. Congruent means it's going to stay the same shape and the same size. It can be anywhere on our graph, but it has to stay the same shape and the same size. This is where we're looking for a specific word that we cannot have in our answer choice, and that would be dilate, because a dilation would lead to a similar, not congruent figure, because similar figures are same shape but not the same size. So, it has dilate, so that's not going to be our answer. B, rotate and dilate, so we can knock that one off as well. Part C, translate and reflect, so that could be the answer. And D, reflect and dilate. So that would not be correct. We don't have to do much more work because answer choice C would be correct.